Hey guys, White Rabbit here. So yesterday I watched the movie that came out uh, to the cinemas this week, The Incredibles 2. I think you are familiarized with this movie. I think that by now you should have seen the first one. The first one is, I think, 14 years old, 15, if I'm not mistaken. And when I entered uh, the cinema, um, I had this nostalgic feeling that I felt during the whole session. Um, I think that anyone that is has waited for the Incredibles 2 for the sequel to come out is has this kind of feeling. This movie is directed and written by Brad Bird. Um, the voices of the cast, overview. Craig Nelson is Bob Burr's voice. Holly Hunter is Alan Burr. Sarah Vall with the voice of Violet. Huck Milner with the voice of Dash, and Ali Fusil, I think, with the voice of Jack Jack. Well, Jack Jack doesn't say much, so but he does this crazy noise like it's really funny, and you almost can feel the the interaction that this baby character has, the body language. It's well, it's something for just a baby. What I think of the movie? Well, I am a fan of the manga that has been going out, Boku no Hero. I don't know if you have ever heard of it, but it is a story of a society that has basically all the people as a quirk, let us call this way, and the team is quite a contrast with the first movie, where the villain wanted to make everyone special so that no one could be. That is where he wanted to get. So he is a villain. He killed people for revenge, for stupid motives of his own. But he had this ideal that he wanted to make everyone normal by having something not normal, by having a quirk, an artificial quirk, let us say it this way. He was stopped by the Incredible family, as you all know from the first movie. But in the second one, there is this argument where after the heroes showed everyone that they are still alive, now what should be the next step? Should they still make contact and save people? Should they hide? Should they try to be a normal family? Having these quirks that they have that are very special. Um, Jack overall, he doesn't have one nor two. He has a lot of quirks, and I think that from the first movie to this movie, one of the mistakes was that Jack had this metal quirk. He transformed into metal. His body molecules turned into some kind of iron. I don't know, and he became heavy and had these properties of the metal. But this was not mentioned in this movie. Another point that I thought it was negative from this movie was the fact that the villain is something that was quite expected. The unexpected was that the the person that was working, I think we could call it this way, working with the villain, had good ideals and was trying to make the difference, was trying to show the and make this contract with the heroes for making a society where they could live together, where the heroes could help by their own terms, and where the people could accept their help. And I don't want to get in much spoilers, but they tried to. So Ellen was trying to make this campaign where she was trying to make other people see what a hero can do, what the difference that they could make. In a summary, what their work was and their actual work was positive and not negative. They are not trying to ruin buildings, to put it to ruin a train station. No, they are trying to save people first, and then save the monuments, save every infrastructure that the society has. And on the other hand of this movie, we got the opposite that we had in the previous one, where Mr. Incredible was out for doing hero work. Here we have Ellen that is making that hero work, and Bob, that is Bob Burr, that is at home with his family and having to deal with normal family problems with his daughter, with his son. I'm sure you have already watched the trailer. The math problems was hilarious to me, because I am from that area. So I thought it was hilarious. Um, and on the other hand, there is the little baby with all these powers coming up. No one knew that he had these powers, these quirks, and he was trying to be a father, something that I don't know if he didn't try in the first movie. We saw much of his work as a hero, and as a family, how they could do the hero work, but we didn't see much of him as a parent. Just like, for instance, in Deadpool 2, we saw Deadpool 1, the guy who always makes fun of killing the other guys, and is just trying to make his own decisions. He doesn't accept other decisions, doesn't have any responsibility. Whereas on the second movie, we have this Deadpool that cares about a kid. He cared so much that he made the most difficult decision that he had to make. You should watch the movie. I won't spoil you this, but this is the kind of movie that everyone needs to see. It's for kids, but it has a great thematic, a great point of view for a society, a global society, let us call this way, where some people are more special than others. You can have the power to let us say, for instance, to memorize things better than others, to work better in the computer better than others, but the kind of thing that they called, you must specialize in this area, you must specialize in this kind of living your life to manage to live your life fully. That is the kind of problem that is created in this society, and that is talked about in this movie. And you should watch it, whether you have 6 years old, or 80, 90 years old, whatever. You should watch it. Go for the cinemas closer to you, and watch the movie. Great movie. If I'm going to give this movie an A. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Make sure to comment on this video, and make sure to watch my other videos. See ya!